Initially, we wanted to continue our progress from our second project and expand Peer Connect, a communication and friendship guidance platform aimed to help students who are looking for mentorship on a wide variety of topics spanning from healthy eating habits to musical advice. Many people voiced the need for peer connections and meeting new people, so we decided to move in this direction by offering events to students who would like to meet new people and create meaningful connections. Our first step was to create empathy maps through sending out a Google form. We found that the major barrier for students to meet is not enough time. After these observations, we set out to see if people had a serious problem coordinating meeting times because of other logistical hurdles like classes and friend obligations. Thus, we thought it could work to facilitate peer interactions. In short, this failed. We performed customer discovery and no one really saw this as an issue. We were left disappointed and scrambling to identify an issue and create a venture. During a brainstorming session, I brought up the merits of cold brew coffee. The mechanism to make cold brew coffee is cheap and the process is simple. We set out to learn more about the coffee industry. We concluded that we wanted to validate an idea surrounding access to coffee. I envisioned our team creating a service that would consistently deliver cold brew at your step. The form factor would be about 48 ounces, which actually makes 8 cups of coffee. We set out to validate this idea through experiment.
Each of us targeted a different aspect of either coffee or delivery. Anastasia chose to interview Mighty Good Coffee, which represents a typical small specialty coffee shop. Sean chose to interview Comet Coffee for another local business perspective, and Vivian interviewed a coffee shop owner in California. At Mighty Good Coffee, baristas, customers, and the owner were interviewed. While interviewing the owner, we learned about their desire to advertise their new cafe location on South University to students, their desire to increase their customer segment to students, and difficulties they have connecting to students. After listening to the owner's needs, we proposed a solution to his problem: pop-up coffee delivery. We would partner with Mighty Good Coffee for one day on a weekend as a short-term business, commonly known as a pop-up. We would feature coffee delivery as our main service. During the week before our selected weekend date, we would heavily focus on advertising the event through flyering positions, social media, and word of mouth. On the day, students would call our number, ordering their coffee beverage, while we would deliver to either the Ugly, Graduate Library, or Fishbowl, all central locations in close proximity to Mighty Good Coffee's South University location. We plan to offer cold brew drinks, yet we're concerned about the logistics of maintaining beverage temperature. Mighty Good Coffee loved our idea, and we scheduled another meeting to discuss logistics for the event. To further validate our idea, we decided to monitor student coffee purchase activity at Bert's Cafe in the Ugly to see whether the majority of students bought hot or cold coffee. We discovered that students tended to buy more hot coffee than cold coffee, at almost 60%. Once again, we had to change our idea in order to find a customer need. We offered to serve as a student marketing group. As such, we proposed targeting students through SpringFest, a large student event. We would advertise Mighty Good Coffee and our pop-up service through social media and flyers. The day of the event, we would validate our idea by selling cold brew coffee, in addition to promoting Mighty Good Coffee's new South University location. Mighty Good Coffee would be providing shirts, cold brew coffee, cooler, and a table. We would only have to pick up the items and perform our operation at the SpringFest.
April 17th was the big day of our project. We picked everything up we needed from Mighty Good and started selling coffee at Ulrich's on South University. The regular cost of Mighty Good coffee was $2.50 a bottle. We sold the cold brew for $3. Therefore, we would have a 50-cent profit on each sale. Anastasia and Sean walked around the campus at SpringFest separately to market our coffee. In total, we ran our operation for around 2 hours and it turned out somewhat successful. We sold 32 bottles of coffee. While we didn't reach our goal of 80 sales, we did increase awareness of Mighty Good's new South University location as we spoke to individuals. In total, we earned $96 in revenue. Mighty Good's cut of the revenue is $80. Therefore, we profited $16. After analyzing our revenue model, we realized that this method was not the best to generate profit. If we were to continue with this venture, we would charge a small business a marginal fee for service and advertisement.